Disclaimer: the information shared on this podcast is intended for educational and inspirational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional advice, diagnosis, or treatment. We are not licensed therapists, counselors, or medical professionals, and the content shared here should not be taken as mental health, medical, legal, or financial advice. Always consult with a qualified professional regarding any mental health, emotional, or personal development issues you may be facing. Listening to this podcast does not create a professional relationship. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests are their own and do not represent any official organizations or affiliations. While we aim to offer support and encouragement, your personal growth journey is your own, and you are responsible for any decisions or actions you take based on the content of this podcast. Listener discretion is advised for sensitive topics. Thank you for joining us, and remember you're not alone on this journey.
Universe of you.
Hey UoYs! Guess who's back?
Back again.
Yup, it's us.
Dia and Arya.
Hashtag DNA.
Here to serve personal growth.
With a side of real talk.
This episode we're so excited about because we got requests for these
this
episodes.
episode.
So we're so excited to present to you an episode revolving around networking. Specifically in Dubai.
Yes.
So although we had actually met through a networking event.
We did.
Yes, which was PRCA MENA Awards.
Awards night.
Yes, so that's how we met. That networking is literally how we started.
Yeah.
But we actually have a guest speaker for this episode. Please welcome Laura!
You're so sweet. This energy, oh my god, no, I love it.
Yes.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, we're so glad to have you.
Yes, we're so excited for this episode.
Not
Yes.
me being nervous right now.
We all
Feel
were.
like a star though.
You are a star. You are.
That's not true.
Yes. We met Laura through, she is a
Yes.
makeup artist and she's so skilled. Mashallah, mashallah,
I
mashallah.
love her makeup
you.
looks.
Yes.
It's amazing. Like, I have no words. It's that good.
Yeah, if you guys want, you guys can check her out on her Instagram. She is an amazing content creator.
We'll put her Instagram down in our description as well.
Thank you so much. You're gorgeous and hardworking also.
Thank you so much.
You're my models, right?
Yes.
Also beautiful. Oh, modeling skills.
We take that as a compliment.
Yes, of course.
But Laura has more experience in the networking industry
Yes.
than we do. So we would like to bring her knowledge and her experiences to you as well.
Yeah.
So please tell us, how has it been, not just networking, but in Dubai. as general?
Like how it started, right?
Yeah.
Yes, your journey.
Yeah, so I'm living in Dubai for 2 years only.
Okay.
I'm a
Oh,
baby still. Yeah,
wow.
I consider myself being still a baby in Dubai. And that's what I was talking with Arya before we started the podcast, that it was a little bit hard for me at the beginning because when I moved, the only person that I knew, it was my fiance, which I want to start with the fact that I'm like very grateful for having him in my life. I will do that here live. So he can be happy when he hears. Yeah. So it was little hard for me I tried to open a business, UoY Beauty.
crazy.
Like,
Wow, it's
yeah, I
amazing.
do have some makeup products, but I got stuck at some point in the journey with the sales because it's a little bit complicated. Like, okay, I can do everything regarding marketing, content creation, branding, and like product development. I was very good at this and I work hard. You didn't know that, right?
You didn't know that. This is like
I'm
new
like kind of
information. Like,
stunned.
now
I
I
need
need
to
to
check your
bring
products
Yes,
out.
I need to bring the products. They are really, really nice.
I wanna try
But
that.
again,
Yes.
I got stuck, and I was very disappointed because you actually need to know people. And you need to know people so
Connections
you can
matters here.
networking
Yes.
and help, like you need help from other people, and I feel like it wasn't enough what we were doing. So I put a break to that, and I didn't really have friends. Like, it was like first full year of living in Dubai, I was more like only at home working on my laptop. And very alone actually.
And look at you now.
Now if I'm saying that, it's true. If I'm hard with myself and I'm thinking like, I'm still not in the point of life where I want to be, and I always want more and more from myself, and networking more and more events and more content, like brand collaborations and working with different brands. But actually it's always about celebrating, like, and remembering, like, okay, I started from here, and
I know
here.
the small
Yes,
wins.
the small
It's
wins.
actually like, it's actually 1 year of me being out there in Dubai, because first year again I was like all
Right.
alone,
New.
only with my
Yeah.
fiance, and that.
Yeah, but just your experience in general in Dubai.
Yeah, after that I feel like the breaking point, it was when, you know, I said, no, I need to actually, I am a people person, so I love to communicate, to
Yeah.
meet. As you can see, if I feel comfortable, I will talk until tomorrow.
I love that.
I remember I was inside the house and I was happy in my relationship. I was happy with what I have and grateful, but something was missing. What was missing? Like the communication, the social relationships,
Social
Yeah,
life,
connections,
probably.
yes.
socializing and so on. So I said, I need to start with a job. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I said, no, I need to have a job so I can meet people, so I can interact and so on, and to grow and to literally start a life in Dubai, you know.
Yeah.
Because life in Dubai is not only about staying inside the house and
Right.
yeah, so I applied for the makeup artist and makeup educator. Yeah, so I worked full time for them, and I would say that because actually a few days ago I was talking with Isa about this, that I was grateful for him that he, you know, he took me in his team. Of course, it's also because of me, of
Yes.
my skills and everything, but I'm also grateful that he did that, because through I started to meet people, and this is how I met you also.
Yes.
Okay, and then I started also to build my skills even better, to improve them in makeup artistry, and content creation. Content creation was by myself, because I'm a self-taught content creator. I invested I like to learn about how to edit videos, how to do good quality photos, how to position the lighting, how to, you know, social media tips and tricks and so on.
Yeah.
Like I'm continuously
Learning.
So from there everything started, and then at some point I decided, like, not so long, I think last year in November, I said no, I will start being a freelancer. I feel like, okay, I already like build some connections, I met some people, I'm more confident now, and I know how to buy works, at least as much as I need to know, so I can be a freelancer and I can be on my own. So I took the decision to be a freelancer. So when I took that decision, everything like changed in a good way, because I could have focused more on content creation. Because when you work full time, it's actually really hard. You will see.
Is.
Yeah.
I hope you will never need to work that full time.
The work-life balance kinda in Dubai is not the balance we all need. It's a little imbalanced.
True. Especially because a lot of the time goes in transporting.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And
Stop.
that drains a lot of us, because like you can have like a normal 9 to 5, but then like every day you'll have at least 4 hours that go just for traveling, which cuts down on your personal time.
True. And imagine, you know, like also, you know, needing to cook and
Oh my
clean the
God.
house and all these things that we don't want to
God.
talk about.
Much
We
needed,
need to
but
avoid
draining.
them though. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Actually, if you think about it, everything that is too much in life, you know, that it's work, it can be passion or cooking.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's too much, then it becomes like
Chore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you feel forced to do it.
Yes.
It's like
It's like a
then you
loop
don't like
you're
it
stuck
anymore.
into.
Yeah,
Exactly,
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
again, we talk about balance, but it's so hard, you know.
It is.
We
is.
all learn it, you know, in time
True.
and everything. Yeah.
True. But yes, from this we can like clearly say that networking is so important to level up
Yeah.
in life.
Dubai is literally based on connections. If you
Yes.
don't have connections, you are a step behind.
Yeah, you need to.
Unfortunately, but it's the truth.
Yeah,
Exactly.
everywhere, I think, right?
Yeah. And you can't have connections where it's just like, oh, you only take from the other person. Like you have to be able to
Then
give
we have
something.
to have a balance.
Yeah. Again, here also balance comes into play. Balance is
true.
everywhere. What do you think, Laura, was your most important or your favorite or the most impactful networking or connection or event?
You came across
Yeah.
till date.
I think it can start with a connection and an event, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And of course, I will say Huda Beauty.
Oh my
I already
god,
told
that
you, yeah.
I did see your
my God.
Instagram post. And
Kalani singing, okay, that was...
I'm sorry, but I was jealous. Until date, I am jealous.
I was just so in awe of your outfit. I was like,
Yeah.
that
Oh, thank you.
outfit.
I was so happy, but I was jealous.
Mashallah.
I'm so happy.
I feel so amazing knowing a person
Yeah, exactly.
who went through such a
I can be like a
celebrity.
Yeah,
Like,
I
guys,
have-
I know a celebrity.
Yeah, I have someone who went to the
don't.
Huda Beauty, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like that, you know. Don't consider myself. I'm not actually a celebrity. I still need to work a lot to go there, you know. Still only
One day,
20K on
inshallah,
Instagram.
inshallah.
Yeah, I hope.
Yes. To us, you're a celebrity.
I love you.
Love you too. What was like your favorite
Yeah.
part of like,
Yeah.
what was the most important connection that you would have made that day?
I want to say something that, you know, because like it has to be beneficial to the people that are listening to us, right? So I want to say how I got it.
Yes,
Because
that would be amazing.
Yes.
Because, you know, like this is the most beautiful thing that happened to me. So, you know, Sephora was happening in November. Sephora.
Yeah, the Sephora festival that happened.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not into
so
makeup.
Sephora, it was first time happening. You need to come next year because it was amazing.
Oh, it's an
Okay.
annual thing?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Please invite me.
Yes.
I'll come.
No, you need to buy tickets.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Just let me know where it is, though I don't know.
Yeah, they send email, you know. I was driving to my full-time job and they send an email, the Sephora, they send to everybody that Sephora is coming, and immediately I purchased the ticket for Sephora.
Okay.
And you know, there were three things, like there was a premium ticket,
Three tiles.
which would allow you to receive email to sign up for master classes and you to be the first to, you know, to
Okay.
enroll there.
Like
So I said,
VIP.
yeah, exactly, because Huda Beauty had a small master class talking about her business.
Okay.
So when it was have been announced, you would receive the email if you purchase the premium one,
Okay.
and you would have the chance to be, oh my god, the first there. And yeah, so I took the premium one. And you know, also one thing from this that I want to share with you, when you work full time, when you work too much and you receive a salary, you know, sometimes it's so hard to spend money.
Yes.
Yeah, like your heart is breaking a little bit. And I was thinking so many times about, like, I was like, I think it was just 700 or 800 dirhams the ticket.
For us, that was also a big deal.
Even for me,
Yeah.
so it's okay. So I was like, should I spend that much? Like, no,
Like
I don't think.
multiple questions. If it's worth it, if it isn't.
Yeah. But then I
Cancel
said to
it.
myself, yeah, but I'm working and I deserve it and I
Yes.
want it, so
Yes.
I bought it. Okay, good. When the masterclass for Huda Beauty was released, I was with a client. Okay, so I was doing makeup on a client, and then when I finished after 2 hours since I received the email, I checked to see if there is any place for me to, you know, to be in the masterclass. Nothing, everything sold out. And then I talked, it was sold out, and then I talked with so many girls and they were saying I entered that email after 5 minutes and it was sold out.
How is that possible?
Yeah, I swear this is how it was happening. I didn't get the ticket to Huda
People
Beauty
were like
Masterclass.
robots or what? They got it and like booked.
Yeah.
And you
Like,
know,
within a second.
imagine I was thinking that after 1 hour I will get the chance to get a
Oh
seat.
my god.
Yeah.
So
it was-
did you attend the masterclass?
So yes, in the end I attended, and I went to Sephora. And when Huda Beauty Masterclass was happening, it was a queue, and everybody was waiting there. The people with tickets, but also people without tickets, hoping that there
They'll
will be
get something.
free seats, and the
They can
person
enter.
there would help them to get inside. And I was with 2 girls, and they had tickets. They went, and they told me, "Okay, you can also wait
and walk
here."
in.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't want that much though, because I feel like if I didn't get that chance, like I think that's like something that I need to improve myself in, because you need to be a little bit forceful, you know, when one door is closing you need to jump on the window or something like that. Right, we say that in Romanian, you know.
It is, for us, it's like when one door closes, another opens.
You got another opens.
Yeah, I'm like, when don't jump, you please be safe.
We don't jump from the window. So it's not like us jumping from the windows, but we go to another door and that opens up for us.
Go to heaven. Okay, good.
Yes, back to point.
And I was waiting. Okay, good. I was waiting there, and so I was sitting here, and in front of me there was one girl that I hope she's gonna listen to this podcast, because I will talk about her all the time. It's her name. Yeah, so I was sitting here, and then in front of me there was one girl, and I started talking with her, right? Because we discussed about networking, and we were strangers, we didn't know each other, but just we started talking. I told her I'm a makeup artist, she told me what she's doing and so on, like very good energy, very pretty and kind girl. Yeah, really kind. And she also didn't have a ticket, right? So both we didn't have a ticket, and at some point the people that had tickets entered in the room, and then it was our turn. The people without the tickets, they started to enter because there were some empty seats. Yeah. And then when it was turn to enter, she pushed me, and she was the last person. Like she would there, it would have stopped. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say about it. Yeah,
so
she pushed me, and it was that moment of, you know, girls, no, you enter, no, you enter,
that moment. Yes,
she was like, no, you're a makeup artist, you need to go to Huda Beauty. And I was like, wow. And I remember she pushed me because we were fighting that, you know. And I was looking after her, you know, because I felt happy, but that happiness was very sad. I think the sadness.
She didn't get in?
She got in.
Yes!
Let's go!
Yes! Mashallah.
I entered in the room, you know, everybody was waiting for Huda, and next to me it was an empty seat, so I kept it like that. I put my bag there just in case Ramina is coming. And she came, so everything was nice.
Let's go.
So this is how everything started practically. So why I want to start with this is because I always, you know, I'm grateful for her. She's not my friend now. I'm not even talking with her. Like we just have each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
But how kind can you be?
Yes,
she just pushed me. You know,
Yes.
like who does that? You know,
Right.
this is so
Genuinely
rare.
an
You know?
angel in disguise.
Yeah, she was. And then how everything started practically, how I collaborated working with Huda Beauty, is that I just did a story with Huda. I posted it on my Instagram, and then they contacted me because there is always since then everybody was asking me, because Huda Beauty, like, it's something more, I would say, exclusive. Like not everybody is on their PR list, I would say, and somehow I was say lucky, and I also worked for it. See, it was luck also.
Yes.
To be there.
Right.
Because I want to talk with you about this. I'm not on now. Still, events are happening with brands that maybe I will not mention now, that I'm not invited to, and I'm not yet collaborating with them. But those people, maybe they don't go to Huda Beauty, so somehow it's some kind of like
A connection.
Interlinked.
yeah. So this is how I got to be on the Huda Beauty's PR, which I'm very grateful and very happy, and I love the brand. I always love the brand, and I love Huda also. And then I got invited to the UoY party. It was she was launching the UoY collection, the powder, the blush, and everything. And this was actually my first event in Dubai.
Oh, that's
amazing.
amazing. That's
event,
amazing.
That was like a strike.
Yeah, true. I started big, you know.
Yes, mashallah.
And now you're
mashallah,
gonna
mashallah.
go bigger.
And
bigger and better.
I do have a question. Like, do you think it's difficult to like go up to like, or not just difficult, but like, was there? I'm assuming you had talked to Huda as well, right?
Yeah, she had a moment where we could have take a photo with her and just talk a little bit, but because it was like
Too many people.
I remember I was almost the last person that was waiting. You know, we waited a lot. Like, I think we waited 1 hour and a half.
My God.
Wow.
She was so kind. She was talking with everybody and hugging. I just hugged her. She was talking with me, telling me I'm beautiful. I was telling her I'm beautiful. But then the team with like the cameras and everything, they were saying like to hurry because it was on time and everything. And she was tired, and it was like wow. I was like, how can you? She was still smiling, and she's really, really nice. I really like her, and I'm not just saying because I was there. Yeah.
Any difference between like, you know, networking and talking to? Do you think that was more easier? Was this like, you know? Do you think it would be more difficult to talk to somebody like, you know, Huda? Was there a difference other than, you know, it was rushed? If it was not Huda but somebody else who was like at her level, do you think there would have been a difference in terms of, you know, opening
Energy
up or
and everything.
yeah?
I think it all depends on the person, right? Because I do consider, and this is something from my principle, and I know like Huda and other also public figures, right? There are people like this that no matter how high you go in life, in career and so on,
They're down to it.
Yes. They're humble, yes.
Because we will talk about this also, right? Like I will never, if you ever see me having 1 million on social media, or I don't know, really being known for who I am even more than I am now, because I don't consider I am that much. I will never, I will keep myself modest and like empathic with people and just a normal person, because I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care who you are. If you are mean or if you are like
your morals and ethics are very
you're
important.
nothing, you're nothing for me. Like
Right,
I don't care who is
that is true. Like your personality speaks a lot. Even after you achieve a lot, you need to stick to what you are and not like fake it, show off.
True.
I don't like it.
There's a lot of show off in these events, by the way.
A lot.
Yes, of course.
How much I've seen? A lot.
So is it like difficult to just like
I
go up
don't
and
know.
talk to
I
people,
saw like I will be honest with you. No, it's not difficult. There are also I met a few, and I'm also selective with the people. I am a friendly person. I think you saw that.
Yes,
smiling and everything, but I feel energies, and I know who is like mean or jealous or this kind of I know.
The first episode of the season was basically on energy. But seriously, how do you go up and just talk to people?
Yeah, how do you like talk up to a stranger? Like, hey, what's up?
It's again also with the energies, because like at this kind of events, like you see like how if they smile, like we are girls, we understand like the facial expression that the person has,
With a non-verbal.
like you feel like with who you can go and talk, right? So if I go and talk, it's like I start with a compliment.
That's like your icebreaker then.
That's my icebreaker. I'm not like I'm not saying in a way that I'm lying or I'm a fake girl, just going in, but I do believe that somebody, like everybody has something beautiful, so I can start with that, like because I'm actually a person that likes to make people feel happy.
That's
So
amazing.
It shows it.
It shows. Mashallah.
Yeah, sometimes it's happening for me, like the girls with like good energy, that we attract each other to say, oh, you also have pretty eyes and la la la, and we all vibe. But there are also girls who are like, thank you.
The side eye, thank you.
Oh my God.
Like I knew it, bro.
Yeah.
You need to tell me that.
Oh my god. Like
And then
that's
I'm
like
like,
an
okay,
instant like,
no
I don't want to talk to you
Did you
anymore.
ever come across anyone like that?
I think yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
And
How
I'm
did you
like,
deal
okay.
with it?
No, okay.
Okay.
I just
Okay,
vibe.
then you just say okay and then you leave.
Yeah, no, I mean, I talk about the event or something, I don't know, or maybe even sometimes when I'm introduced, I have one friend that I met her through Huda Beauty event, and she introduced me to some other friends and so on.
Like
that's
a
how it
connection.
works. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but how do you
I talk, but then I just keep myself a little bit
Distance.
distant in case our energy doesn't match.
Makes sense. You don't want to ruin your mood anyway.
Yeah, for what anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No.
how do you keep like the conversation ongoing in such events?
Then, like, how do you hold conversations?
Yeah, not just like events, but in general, like if you're working with your client as well, how do you like as you said, like if the person is like, oh, thank you, how do you keep it ongoing, or do you just leave? What do you suggest would be a better option when you're like starting off and everybody else is so much more experienced than us, and a lot of the time they underestimate us? So how can we, either continue the conversation, or if you suggest that walking away is a better option, how do we do that in a respectful and polite manner?
Yeah, like in a subtle way.
Yeah.
It doesn't show
Yeah, it's
that
it's always with a smile on your face. Everything you do, it has to be with a smile on your face everywhere,
Yeah.
And like when it comes to events, what I observed, not like everywhere I went, like people, they don't really stay, like usually they come in I take my friend with me,
Yeah.
so it's like that, they talk more.
Yes,
But
I have
then-
noticed that.
Yeah, so the people that they know each other from Instagram, they are all content creators. They say hi, they kiss their cheeks, and then talk maybe 1 minute, and then they live.
Yeah.
Like this is how it's there, you know.
Wow.
Like it's not like everybody's networking as what I saw, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I'm just talking about this event I attended. Now maybe it can be different.
Or different events.
Yeah, for
There was like one
different communities and so on, you know.
There was one I attended for a tech event.
Yeah.
And tech is not my industry at all,
Yeah.
and I like barely know anything about the event. And I was actually invited through a friend, and I was like, okay, if it's something new, maybe we can give it a shot. Maybe I can, like, the whole reason I went was just so that I can have something to talk about for this episode. And I noticed that so some of the friend who invited me, he had his other friends over there as well, and I noticed like those people are not talking to like the
anyone
other
else.
people. They were just like in their own group, and I'm like, guys,
something like that.
yeah.
Like groups you have, you know.
And the thing is, the whole tech thing was their industry,
Right.
and I'm like, I get if I am not talking to this is not my industry, but like this is
Yeah.
Their
your
industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also noticed like other, as I mentioned, like people underestimate us because we're young.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
hate it.
like I noticed that even at that
shouldn't.
event.
It shouldn't
yeah.
happen though.
Yeah.
Even I've been to like multiple not networking in specific, but events where
yeah.
you can network or have a chance to network. And when you like start talking about yourself, they are like more interested into someone who's like a little older.
Yes.
And they want to hold conversations with them, and they try to cut down the conversation with you or
Yes.
like, with me. Like when I
Same experiences.
experienced that, it kind of did hurt, but then I understand their perspective too. Maybe because back then people our age did not do a lot.
Yeah.
I
Or
just
they didn't
wanted.
meet.
I wanted to. Sorry that I interrupt you. I wanted to ask you. Do you feel this? Now I'm asking.
Yes, please.
So, do you think like this is because they think like they are young, they don't have experience, or do they give you a chance to to talk about the subject and then they disappear? You know, like they judge you exactly like that immediately, or there is something that is triggering them.
I met both kinds of people because
Okay.
so I've been to multiple events, but not so many that I can be like an expert on it.
Yeah.
But certain people, they're just like, oh, so you're so young, and then this is like
Like,
from there itself.
Good luck with your studies. I hope you do well.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so nice. So inspiring.
No, but for me, I've heard a lot about my face being a baby face.
Yeah. Oh.
So they think I'm pretty younger than I actually am.
You look like 15.
It is a compliment, but it doesn't work everywhere.
Yeah, it does not work in your favor.
So I think that is a big turn down that brings in for networking events.
It's so disturbing, honestly. I will tell you something so you feel also better. Like, last week I had a model here where I'm working. And she was like a mature skin model. So, like 50 plus, yeah?
Okay.
Ooh.
And I was the makeup artist, I was the trainer. And she looked at me. I didn't have makeup on my face. And I look a little like younger when I don't have makeup. And she looked at me and she said, but I didn't like her tone that much. I think she will hear actually because she's following me. Because in the end, she liked me. So we can talk about networking. She was nice in the end, but she was, you see, because we're talking about this judgmental, you know, like.
Okay.
She told me, "Are you the trainer?"
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, why? Because you're such a baby, like so small you are. And I was like, do I need to be old to be a expert makeup artist? Do I need to, like, what do you want me to do?
Like with heavy makeup, I'm your makeup artist.
I swear people in like networking events just
So I
so
was like,
quickly.
why? You
Yeah.
know, like,
That's something similar when I was interning, like working part-time, that parent came up to me and she's like, I want to meet the admin. And I'm like, it's me, I'm the admin. You're not the admin, go call your boss. And I'm like,
oh my God,
I'm
that's so
managing the entire
disrespectful.
branch. So I don't think you can just say that I'm not the admin even though I am. Like,
yeah.
I just didn't know how to like counter that. It did hurt me a lot.
Yeah.
But then I understood that, okay.
But how
Can't
good
help
it
it.
feels to show them that you're so good.
True,
you know?
true,
Because in
true.
the end, I did makeup on her and she was so
Yeah.
happy. Like,
Yeah,
that's why we
oh my
exchanged
God.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, she
Yes.
was nice. And also, it's about, for me, working as a makeup artist, and you also know for sure, because you're also networking and communicating with a lot of people. Like, to work with people, it's so hard.
People are
Yes.
difficult. People are complex.
Every
you
person
need
is
such-
so different.
You need such a, like, auto control and
Yes.
like control of your emotions and to be kind
Of the mouth,
and
especially.
sweet.
And facial expression.
Subtitles are on.
Yo.
Those one I don't think I do good with. But I put a smile somehow on my face, and
That's why I wear my mask everywhere.
No, I'm like,
Yeah.
like smiling everywhere with like no facial expressions. Coming back to track, so how do you usually like find these networking events?
Yes.
Are there any applications which you are downloading or like connections? Is it word of mouth or how is it like?
And also brand collaborations, right? Because there are many girls that are asking me about these, that they
So
want
how
to
do you
start.
like apply or
Yeah.
like how do you start for someone who's a beginner?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to start posting first of all, because like you need to start posting. You need to have a good quality content, and to be constant as much as you can, because I don't believe myself that I'm posting really like
No, you really do post.
I'm trying at
Amazing.
least 2 reels per week,
Wow.
but you should be constant and almost posting every day at the beginning, so you can build your community, to build a nice feed,
Right.
and then there are 2 ways: either you contact brands or they contact you, and in my case it's both ways.
Email them or like
DM them on
or
Instagram.
Yeah, you DM them
You
on
DM them?
Instagram.
Okay, and they respond back to that?
Yes, everybody's doing that actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it's mostly on emails and
Yeah,
all of that.
I didn't know that they actually DM back.
Instagram, yeah, they do.
They do DM back?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Oh, we should actually start doing that
They
then.
do, and they you should.
I want to go to Huda Beauty.
No.
Yeah, people are like, this is how you do, or either they contact you because they see you and so on, or you contact them and you just say like, okay, I'm Laura, I do this and this, I'm living in Dubai, and I really like appreciate your brand, like
You
of
just
course
like pitch yourself on through DMs.
yes, exactly, and then I'm interested in a collaboration or working with you, so please have me in mind when you want, like when you're open for
Okay.
the thing is that also regarding this, you shouldn't like, you need to know the brand that you're contacting, you need to believe in the brand you're contacting.
Yeah,
so
true.
no, like we don't go towards the oh my god, I will send now to 100 brands just so I can get things for free.
Yeah, no,
That's not
stupid.
nice, and also it's like a little bit like you need to be a little bit selective, and I believe that like sometimes brands, they don't, like sometimes I receive answers like we will keep you in mind for our future projects and everything, because maybe they have a PR budget and everything, right?
Yeah.
They do, right?
Yeah, so that's okay. I always read that message when I receive this kind of mail. I'm like, okay,
No worries.
they will come back to me, don't worry. Like I'm literally saying that to myself, don't worry, they will come back to me.
That's nice.
At some point,
But like I feel like for brands to reach out to you, you need to have like certain categories, like so many followers, so many posts, engagement, this, that. Isn't that true? Like
It's like
they
a
keep
shawarma kind of.
Oh.
Now
I'm hungry now.
How do I understand that? Because I'm a vegetarian.
I'm also vegetarian, but there is vegetarian shawarma.
No, I'm good.
I'm good. Yes, with falafel.
Yeah, I eat falafel. That's falafel sandwich. That's not shawarma.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
true.
even
I don't
we
know.
call it falafel shawarma itself.
Yeah,
Falafel sandwich, bro.
To each their own.
No.
I believe it's a mix, like you need to have a community. Even though now you see this user-generated content,
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, they don't need like so many followers and so many. They really need like, it's about the content
Quality.
quality.
Quantity,
Yeah. So I think it's like all mixed, like
Makes sense.
Yeah.
for the moment, me personally, like my views are not so. We were talking about this. Like my reach is not like the highest, but I'm doing my best for each brand that I'm working with or collaborating to do the best content,
Yeah.
because
Your content is
they
very
all
authentic.
deserve. Yeah, for sure there is a place for improvement.
So the final question is, what would you suggest are like the key 5 or 3 or how many ever essential skills
Which
that a
are
person
required.
needs for networking?
Okay, kindness,
Yes.
Okay. Like be
confidence.
kind.
Yes, be confident also.
Yes.
Confident with yourself and also confident with the kindness of the people, you know,
Yeah.
because sometimes we are afraid that, oh my god,
True. Yeah.
how it's gonna be, and then be funny.
Funny.
I've heard that a lot
Yeah.
from people. I've heard it in like
I'm funny,
both
right?
sense. Yeah, absolutely. I've heard it in both sense. Some people say that like specialists have heard more in like, in corporate settings with like when you're talking to like 50-year-olds and things like that. Like if you're funny, it's gonna take it to in a negative manner.
Yeah.
Versus like if you're with like the younger
Yeah.
people, being funny is gonna help you a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay.
Because the older ones would think we are like not serious.
Yeah.
And the younger ones would think, oh, they're matching our vibe.
Yeah. Like that's one advice I've heard from my parents.
Yeah.
So like
So being funny with
like the younger generation and like
It's good.
more serious with
But-
the older
I
generation.
understand.
Yeah.
What
I
I
don't
think
really
is-
care.
yeah.
I don't really care.
What I think is I should be myself. wherever
Yeah,
I am.
exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
Just
That's
be
what I
authentic.
do. My parents tell me that as well.
Yeah.
Go be yourself.
Just be authentic.
Just be yourself.
Yes.
And everything will fall properly.
True.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
So with that, we come to the end of this episode. We're so happy.
But there's so much
I'm
more
so
to talk
sad,
about.
Yeah.
I know. Next season,
Yes.
We will.
yes, we have so much more planned. So much more can happen.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this one. I mean, this idea just popped into my head right now. How about we have like a networking event that we organize with Laura? So
Yeah, like
Universe
True
and
Universe.
Laura.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
can call in our like overseas and we can just catch up with each other. We can have
True.
one-on-one conversation with them as well.
Yeah.
That's looking so
I
much
know,
fun.
and we can have like other guest speakers who are like professionals in the industry come in, so
Yeah.
that like our overseas can network with them as
I
well.
would love to.
Yeah,
That
and you
would
can
be
bring in like
amazing.
your friends as well.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna put in a poll and you need to decide, choose if you would attend or would you not attend.
Yes.
You better attend.
And then you can help us decide and plan it as well, and we can
Yes.
make a universe event happen.
That's so cute.
That's
So,
so
amazing!
exciting!
Ah!
Oh my god! We're literally screaming right now.
Yeah. But with that, we come to the end of this episode.
Yeah, so sad.
That is it for today. Keep glowing.
And drawing,
And don't forget, life is a journey.
not a race. See you next week.
We've got your back.